Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Silent Hill 3. Let's begin. New game. Normal, Riddle, Hard.
Where am I?
Okay, so we are back in Lakeside Amusement Park. And this logo is very similar to Lakeside logo in Colorado. So back in the Lakeside Amusement Park, we were here in Silent Hill 1 with Harry. The door is shut tight, won't open at all. One amazing thing about this game is that Heather, our main character, has so many thoughts about things you examine in the world. Let's say this bunny. Rabbit doll. No, it's a costume. Is there someone in there? It looks like there is, but I don't feel like making sure. Now, one bad thing about this is that anything you do can interrupt this dialogue. Anything you touch, any control can interrupt it. And the first dialogue, the first thoughts that she has about anything, if you interrupt that, you won't be able to get that dialogue back, the thoughts back, unless you reload. It's a giant rabbit costume. Why would this be here? If you use move controls, anything, it will get interrupted. If enemy attacks you, it will get interrupted. Huge map signboard. To the north. That is, if I keep going the way I'm facing, I'll find a roller coaster. Is this an amusement park? What's this? Something strange in a cagey box thing? Person? Not quite. I don't really want to stare at it for very long, whatever it is. What the? Giant rabbit costume. Why would this be here? Because he's a park mascot, Heather. What do you mean? There are some holes here that you can fall into. And if you do, it will end this dream sequence. Yes, spoiler, this is a dream sequence. It's a popcorn wagon, but no one's here to sell it. Where did they go? So, back in the day, when this game came out, let me tell you a story. First came out Silent Hill 1. Then came out Silent Hill 2, which was not a direct continuation to Silent Hill 1. And people were mad, people were pissed, because they wanted to know more about what happened to Harry, to Silent Hill. They wanted that story to be continued. And this is that game. This is the game that continues that story. However, back in the day, when Konami did marketing for this game, they did a really good job on not showing that this is a direct continuation. They tried to do so much just to not let anyone know that this is a continuation to Silent Hill 1. And there are so many parallels that this game has with Silent Hill 1. For example, right now, both games start with a dream sequence, where in the end, the main character dies and wakes up from the dream, which is really cool. Now let's see some stuff in the inventory. We got the flashlight. It's in my chest pocket, must have in darkness. But monsters will notice me more easily when it's on. It won't play normal stations. Is it broken? It's a small portable radio. It plays static when monsters get close. Knife. Switchblade for self-defense. I've never used it, but just in case. Steel pipe, about 3 feet long. Not very powerful, but not hard to use. Handgun holds 10 rounds of ammunition. Small but not powerful, but easy to use. Submachine gun holds 32 rounds of ammunition, great for its continuous firing. A health drink. It's a full of nutrition and should help me recover at least little of my strength. First aid kit. This will help me patch up wounds fairly well, I think. Handgun bullets. Bullets for a handgun. One thing that this game doesn't tell you, and neither does Silent Hill 2, is that both games have stamina system. While in Silent Hill 2 stamina isn't that important, in this game it is, because it slows you down, it makes you deal less damage. This game also never tells you that it has a blocking mechanic. You can block attacks compared to previous Silent Hill games. And it never tells you. I've seen many people play this for the first time and never use block, which is completely understandable because the game never tells you that. And with that, let's begin. Souvenir Avenue. Souvenir shop. There's a rabbit picture on it. Boxes of cookies and chocolates on display. I love this kind of stuff, but I don't feel like eating it here and now. Rabbit stuffed animals here. Boxes of cookies and chocolate on display. Some normal souvenir type toys here. Huh. Never thought I'd say normal in a place like this. Let's see what else. You can see Robbie the Rabbit everywhere. And the thing is, this amusement park has 4 mascots. It has Robbie the Rabbit, Don the Duck, Huey the Horse, and Kathy the Kitty. But Robbie the Rabbit is the most popular one. He's the one who sells merchandise. So he is everywhere. I'm getting out of this nasty place. If they had any tools now, that would be a different story. There are a lot of different styles, but I don't want any of them. So this is really cool, because there are a lot of things here that Heather doesn't want, but she would like some tools that would help her survive. Broken. Row of shirts for sale. I don't think they would help me at all. There are all 4 mascots: kitty, rabbit, horse, and ducky. Right there. And that's it. Let's leave. So this pendulum guy is the opposite of mannequins from Silent Hill 2. In Silent Hill 2, the mannequins were lower parts of the body being placed down and up. This guy is upper parts of the body being stitched together. And on top of their heads are blades. It's locked. You know it's a good horror game when you hear screams and meat squelching. There are also many places in the game where you just see structures coming from below, but there's nothing below. It's just a bottomless pit.
What a nightmare.
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Cartland. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, half an hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not interested. Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. I'll wait here.
Love the soundtrack, love the beginning. Another parallel between Silent Hill 1 and 3. Both Heather and Harry wake up in a diner next to the ketchup and mayo. Guess someone is in there. Yeah, it's occupied. Rude of me to keep on knocking, huh? Love it. The mark on this mirror looks so familiar somehow. What do I know it from? Where did I once see it? Why does my head hurt so much when I try to remember it? So, love the save screen. You can see Heather looking at herself in the mirror through this Halo of the Sun. And Halo of the Sun, it has many alchemical symbols. And to put it shortly, it represents resurrection. But later in the game, we will read more about it and what each circle represents and all that. So I'm gonna leave that for later. Now, before I continue, I want to show you something. In the main menu, if you highlight extra new game and you go up, up, down, down, left, right, escape, enter, and you start the game, you will hear this. That's a Konami code. And you wonder what it changes. I'll show you.
What a nightmare. Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Cartland. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
So with Konami code,
Hold on. There's someone that wants
the
to
detective
Just let me have an hour. No,
is
half
only
an hour
in
of
his
your time.
boxers.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not interested. Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. I'll wait here.
And it makes sense. Some of the themes of this game are teenager fears, like an older dude following a young teenage girl to the bathroom. There are also themes of pregnancy, abortion, impregnation, fear of all of that from a perspective of a teenage girl. And yeah, the only thing I can do now, that weird old detective is out there, so I'm not leaving. The only thing the teenage girl can do is escape through window. The road is blocked with empty boxes and stuff. I can't get through. So behind the boxes and the fence, all the way back there, that background, that's a Texan gas station from Silent Hill 2, where you find the pipe, like shoved into the front of the car. But the thing is, this place is not Silent Hill, this is Portland. So I guess the developers just wanted to use some type of background here and not have it empty. Let's see, what do we have in inventory? It's a switchblade for self-defense. I've never used it, but just in case. So the description is different here after the dream sequence. Pendant. Dad gave me this pendant on my birthday. It's one of my treasured belongings. There's a jewel inside, like a little red tablet. When I asked my dad what it was, he said just a lucky charm. But then he told me to take good care of it and never take it off. House key. Daisy Villa Apartment 102 is carved onto the key. Well, that's helpful. Maybe I should walk around it. Never mind. But how did this car park here? Broken. There's a lot of stuff posted up here, but nothing useful. Locker door won't open. I guess I'll just leave it alone. The Revolt of Turn Ale. So, Turn Ale in Celtic mythology means other world. Broken. Lots of cool muffled noises we can hear in the background. So basically we're in a mall, and the mall is about to close. And you can hear some muffled sounds slowly disappearing. Cosmetic Angel, Silver Ring House, Bird's Hat, Fancy Goods.
Stay back! Get the hell away from me! What the hell is this thing?
It's definitely not human. I've never heard of such an animal. And no way it's a costume. Sounds crazy when you say it, but monster is the only word for it. But I don't think I'm crazy. It's a monster. I killed it. Some bullets. It's not that I hate clothes, but this isn't the time or place. Love all the little dialogues and thoughts. Nothing on the shop counter particularly catches my eye. I can tell from here that it's dead. Should I call the police? Not like they'd believe me if I said somebody's been killed by a monster. So, the body on the floor has the same face like Angela from Silent Hill 2. But I don't think it's Angela, it's just they needed a body, so they reused Angela's model. And in the diner, the beginning cutscene at the diner when Heather wakes up next to the mayo and ketchup, if you pause the video at the right time, you can also see Angela's head in one of the corners. But again, I don't think it's Angela. They just needed a model they could use. The Revolt of Turn Ale. Of Underworld. Got the map of the mall. Broken. Look. Silent Hill 2 poster. With Angela's head. Down left, you can see James's head. Down right, I think that's Laura. Above Laura is Eddie. So the big monster that Heather just killed in that shop looks very similar to the monster from Silent Hill 2. The one that hangs under the grate. It's just slightly modified. For this game. And this monster looks like a fetus. Because again, this game has many themes of pregnancy, impregnation, abortion. And big spoiler now, Heather is the baby that Harry picks up at the end of Silent Hill 1. She is reincarnation of Alessa. Back in Silent Hill 1, Alessa was pregnant with a demon. She had a demon inside of her. And when she reincarnated into a little baby, that demon also reincarnated inside of her. And Heather still doesn't know that, but she is pregnant with a demon. And that's why she starts seeing these monsters. And that's another interesting thing. The power of Silent Hill now happens around Heather, around that demon, even though she's not in Silent Hill. And this game is just like Silent Hill 1. It's not like Silent Hill 2 where everybody sees their own twisted creatures in Silent Hill, their own versions of the creatures. Like, only James can see Pyramid Head and no one else. In this game, everybody can see the same monster, just like in Silent Hill 1. Like in Silent Hill 1, both Kaufman and Harry, they could both see the Air Screamer. Sybil could see them, Dahlia could see them. Everybody sees the same thing. The only difference is that the power of Silent Hill now is around Heather, because of the demon. This here is a tutorial. There's a dog that's eating beef jerky. So you can loot beef jerky and use it to lure enemies instead of killing them. If you play this game and you wear headphones, there's a pretty good chance that because of that knocking that you just heard, you're probably gonna think that knocking is coming from outside your headphones, because it's so well mixed. Something's fallen between the table and the floor. I think it might be a key. If my arms were a little longer, I might be able to reach it. There's a huge pile of cardboard boxes on the table, full of books. It's way too much of a pain to move something that heavy. There's lots of stuff, but none of it really looks like it'll be useful. It's like a magic circle I remember reading about in a book on black magic. Does it seem so familiar because I read it in a book? No, that's not it. It's not the book. It's from the altar. Altar? What am I thinking? So, Heather still doesn't know that she's reincarnation, but she's starting to regain some memories that Alessa had, that Cheryl had from Silent Hill 1. some drinks. On the New Game Plus, there's something cool here. Sunshine Princess. Look at this guy. Bluebell. Natalie's shoes. Let me see. Can I get him to do the stronger attack? Yeah, you see that? Sometimes he has a bone come out of his hand. My bestsellers. Boutique Marguerite, Key of Beauty, Helen's Bakery. So, initial Heather's name was supposed to be Helen. But later they decided that Heather sounds younger and fits better for a younger protagonist. And now, one of the most famous lines in the Silent Hill community. Are you ready? It's bread. That's it. Everybody loves this line in Silent Hill community. The thing is, there is more to this line. It's not only it's bread, there's more. But I'm not hungry, so I guess I don't need to worry about it. There's flyer. Crispy toasted bread right to your very door. Everything on sale. Helen's Bakery. There are no employees around. I wonder where they all went. It's bread. It's bread. Got pair of tongs. Big pair of tweezer-like tongs for grabbing bread. Let's see the key. This key was dropped in the storeroom. I used tongs to get it. There's a tag on the key that says My Best Sellers. My Best Sellers? A bookstore key? None of the books are very interesting, just the kind that I can buy anywhere. There are magazines on the shelf. Some of them look interesting, but it's really not the time for that. Now, what's interesting here is that there is a book or magazine that says college. And that magazine has Norman Reedus. This is from the movie called Gossip. And what's funny is that this game came out in 2003, and way later, when they were making Silent Hills, Kojima wanted Norman Reedus. There is another magazine down there with Christine Dunst, the Detour one. And there is also Harry Potter magazine. I'm not sure if it's exactly this one, but there's a Harry Potter magazine here. Here to the left of that national magazine. I'm pretty sure there are more magazines here that they don't have photos of, but like there's some woman magazine, illustration. There's a bunch of them. I'm sure there's more. Shakespeare Anthology 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. So this is a hard puzzle difficulty, and for this puzzle, they have actually apologized for making it too hard, and you'll see why. Let's read it. In here is a tragedy. Art thou player or audience? Be as it may, the end doth remain. All go only toward death. The first words at thy left hand, a false lunacy, a madly dancing man, hearing unhearable words drawn to a beloved's grave. And there, mayhap, true madness at last. As did this one, playing at death, find true death at the last, killing nameless lover, she pierced heart, rent by sorrow. Doth line thy truth, doth verity, but wear the mask of falsehood. Ah, thou pitiful, thou miserable ones. Still amidst lies, though the end cometh not. Wherefore yearn for death, wilt thou attend to thy beloved. Truth and lies, life and death, a game of turning white to black and black to white. Is not a silence brimming with love more precious than flattery? Peaceful slumber, preferred to a throne besmirched with blood. One vengeful man spilled blood for two. Two youths shed tears for three. Three witches disappeared thusly, and only the four keys remain. Ah, but verily, in here is a tragedy. Art thou player or audience? There's nothing which cannot become a puppet of fate, or onlooker peering into the cage. So, first you need to figure out in which order to put the anthology books on this shelf. So let's see. Shakespeare Anthology 1. It was on the floor at the bookstore. A Shakespeare book, just like it says. I'm not much for a sentimental slop like Romeo and Juliet. So first one is Romeo and Juliet. Second one is King Lear, is in this one. I've never read that. So not even Heather would know how to solve this puzzle. One line from Macbeth that I just can't forget. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player. that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. Hamlet is in this one. I've never read that. Don't worry, Heather. Many players didn't read it. Othello is in this one. I must have read it, but I forgot what happens. So, let's go back. False lunacy, madly dancing man. Hearing unhearable words, drawn to a beloved's grave, and there mayhap true madness at last. So that one was Hamlet, which is anthology 4. So the first book is 4. As it this one, playing at death, find true death at last, killing nameless lover, she pierced a heart rent by sorrow. This one is Romeo and Juliet, which is anthology 1. So we have 4-1. Doth lie invite truth, doth verity but wear the mask of falsehood? Art thou pitiful, thou miserable ones? This one is Macbeth, which is anthology 3. Still amidst lies, though the end cometh not, wherefore yearn for death, wilt thou attend to thy beloved? Truth and lies, life and death, a game of turning white to black, and black to white. This one is Othello, which is anthology 5. So we have 4-1-3-5. And the last one is not a silence brimming with love more precious than flattery, a peaceful slumber preferred to a throne besmirched with blood. This one is King Lear. Now this one, I'll talk about this one later. So, let's play some books. Two goes last. 4, 1, 3, 5, 2. And you'll be like, okay, great. That's it. It's locked. 4, 1, 3, 5, 2. But that's not it. On top of that, they added one extra step, which is this one. One vengeful man spilled blood for 2 in Hamlet. Then 2 youths shed tears for 3, Romeo and Juliet. 3 witches disappeared thusly from the Macbeth, and only 4 keys remain. So, they want you to remove the book where witches disappeared thusly, which is anthology 3. And only 4 keys remain. So it's a 4-digit code. However, 1 man spilled blood for 2. So you need to multiply first book by 2, which gives you number 8. Then you need to multiply second anthology with 3, because they shared tears for 3, and the other keys are unchanged, which is 5, 2. And that's why they apologized.
Hey, wait, what's going on? Where is everybody? Those weird monsters?
They've come to witness the beginning. The rebirth of paradise, despoiled by mankind.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know? Your power is needed.
How should I know?
I am Claudia.
So what?
Remember me, and your true self as well. Also, that which you must become. The one who will lead us to paradise with blood-stained hands.
Claudia, right? Did you do all this?
It was the hand of God.
I don't get it. What does she want me to remember?
Here we have another parallel between this game and the first one. We have a crazy cultist lady that doesn't wear any shoes, just like Dahlia in the first game. Claudia is literally parallel to Dahlia. And just like Dahlia, she's leading the main character, but not actually helping the main character. And I love how Heather is like being teenager girl when Claudia presents herself, and Heather is like, so what? I'm Claudia, so what? Nobody cares. I just want to go home. Love this soundtrack or ambience. A radio. What the hell is this doing? Falling down from the ceiling? Anyway, I guess that explains the static from just before. But all it's picking up is static. I wonder if it's broken.
Is this a dream? It's gotta be. Not even a kid could believe in this. But when am I going to wake up?
Some drinks. Ampule. I did mention the stamina system before, but I forgot to mention this. Health drinks give you back some health back and stamina. Ampules restore your health fully and stamina, and they also grant you infinite stamina for a while. While health kits, they don't give you back stamina at all, they just heal you. This again. Looking at it makes my head hurt, but at the same time, it's like so familiar. I know I've forgotten something really important, but I also have the feeling that I'd be better off not remembering it. There are books and magazines here, but I have no time to read them. There's nothing to the right. Broken. 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 Love the sounds of those dogs feasting. Broken. Somebody walking on glass. Warning: when leaving the room, be sure to turn out the lights. It will be obvious if they are not switched off. Now, if you know what you're looking for, you don't have to turn off the lights. It's right there, between boxes. Turn off. This is how they introduce the flashlight. Broken. Is someone actually in there? So in the normal world, Heather didn't want to knock twice. But in this world, she can't believe that there's actually somebody in the toilet. So she will knock as many times as you want. It's soaking with blood, but there's no one here. Did someone respawn, or is it just me? Got bleach. Sort of stuff you'd use to clean a toilet. I think I have the same kind at home. The bottle says, danger, do not mix. Mix with an acidic detergent and it will produce poisonous chlorine gas. It's full of filthy, muddy water. Looks like something's stopping it up. Will you remove the blockage?
Forget it. This is way too gross. Who would even think of doing something so disgusting?
This is such a nice tongue-in-cheek reference towards James from Silent Hill 2, where he would put his whole hand, he won't even pull up his sleeve in the toilet just to get something, to find something. While Heather, she's not like James. She doesn't want to do that. And I love it. Such a nice reference. Broken. So I was here before. This is where Heather killed her first monster. These clothes are awfully dirty, and they're stained with blood splatters? They weren't like this before. What could have happened? Love that. I got bulletproof vest. I got a hanger. Let's see them. Wire coat hanger I got at the boutique. Heavy under a jacket, but it should protect against monster attacks. So if you equip this thing, this is your run speed. This is your strafe speed. Look at that. And this is without the vest. It's much faster. But the vest does give you some damage protection. And if you block with the vest, you take no damage from any blocked attacks. While without the vest, you do take some damage. Ladder is hanging halfway down from the ceiling. Even if I stand on the table and stretch my hand out, I can't reach it. If only I had something long to snag it. We do. We have a coat hanger. And since I mentioned before that this game has a lot of symbolism, such as impregnation, abortion, the symbol for abortion is coat hanger. Now, this is one of the areas where you can fall down and survive. Usually, if you fall down, you're dead. But here, you can jump down. However, you do take damage whenever you fall. And here we have some hospital beds. Why would something like this be here? This isn't a hospital. So this is here because of Alessa. She spent half of her life in a hospital. She saw a bunch of bodies in the basement on beds. And we get to see these as well in Silent Hill 1 everywhere. But Heather doesn't know that yet. because these are all created from Alessa's memory. Another bottomless pit. Cheryl's voice from Silent Hill 1. Now, if you're playing this game and it doesn't have voices from the characters from Silent Hill 1, that's because Konami removed those voice lines. And that's because when they made Silent Hill 3, they didn't contact any of the voice actors from Silent Hill 1. So Silent Hill 1 voice actors, they wanted to sue Konami for reusing their voices without paying them additionally. So Konami just removed those voice lines because of that. And if you're playing on PC version, the voice lines are still there, but they're disabled. So you can bring them back with mods, which is really nice. There was a nice silver ring in here the last time I came. Bummer that it's gone, huh? I love this line. I love that it implies that Heather would just take it. I just love it. I got a walnut. Heather would not miss her chance to get that ring. Broken. Locked. Here I wanna kill this guy. There are some dogs there. Not gonna touch them. But here is something cool. Above the door is a blue halo of the sun. And blue Hail of the Sun reverses the meaning of original Hail of the Sun. This one means curse upon God, which we'll read about later in a book, which is really interesting. It's locked. The door has a red crescent and a round dent. Something is written here in the same color red. Piling up the 300th day and night from beyond the door, cries of pain are heard. And the final destination has become real, though not a blessed beginning. So, 300th day might mean a gestation period. If you don't know what that means, that's basically an average length of how much baby spends in lady's uterus. The actual average number is 280 days, but it all depends on how you calculate it. From beyond the door, the cries of pain are heard. The baby inside Heather feeds on pain and suffering, which is why Claudia is here. She wants Heather to feel pain, suffering, to want vengeance as much as possible so that the god inside her gets born as soon as possible. And the final destination has become real, though not a blessed beginning. If that demon is born, that's definitely not a blessed beginning. Love the light here. What's this? Barbecued dog? Who the hell would make something like this? Furthermore, who the hell would eat it? There's something in the dog's stomach. Got the cooked key. There's nothing else to worry about here. Other than, who the hell is sick enough to do something like this? That is. And even that, I'd really just rather not know. Key was in the barbecued dog at the restaurant. Yuck. Love it. Love that you can see a bit outside. Broken. Rows of wine bottles. I don't really feel like eating and drinking stuff from the alternate reality, okay? Unlocked. Use the cooked key. Here we get classic Silent Hill weapon. Steel pipe. Steel pipe about 3 feet long. Not very powerful, but not hard to use. There are glasses and plates on the counter. But there's really nothing important here. Got a detergent. It was next to the bakery sink. It's not for dishes though. It's for the bathroom. The bottle says danger, do not mix. Mix with chlorine bleach and it will produce poisonous chlorine gas. Don't know what kind of switch it is, but it's on. It's empty. I'm not going any further. It's creepy and dangerous to boot. There's got to be a way. I can't very well stab them one by one. Some insecticide would do the trick. It's empty. So, combine detergent with bleach. But there's a vent running. It's pointless to mix here and now. So on lower riddle difficulties, if you try to go in this room, Heather will tell you I'm not going in there because of the gas. On high riddle difficulty, you can just go in and run. And you can even make it to the end if you spam health drinks. I used this to make gas earlier. Best not stick my head in too far. Who knows what's left in there? All the bugs are dead. Love the noises. now the best part of the game. That stain on the restraint is shaped like a human. I don't want to even think about what this platform was used for. There's a sort of vise here. Now the best part of the game. Time to bust a nut. No nut in the walnut shell, just a jewel. Got a moonstone. Broken. This pattern looks like it could have been drawn in blood. I bet it's some sort of cursed symbol. No wonder why my head hurts, and I feel so awful when I look at it. It's unlocked. Use the moonstone here. This enemy is exactly what you think it is. A giant penis monster. Coming in and out of the holes.
It's the shopping mall just like before. Am I back?
Key of Beauty. Ice cream. Phone doesn't work. Well, we all have our hopes. I wish I could get a hold of Dad. That's really cool. Some posters. Turn ale again. Look, Happy Burger. This is where the game started. This is where Heather woke up. This table right here. King size burger. Can I see that? Not really. Happy Burger. A set, B set, C set.
Heather,
It's you.
what just happened?
You must be one of them.
What did I do? And what do you mean by one of them?
You're in on this with that Claudia, aren't you?
Claudia? What about her? She asked me to find you, that's all.
So you are one of them.
Claudia did all that? Look, I was just hired to find you. I'm not on anybody's side. I don't know anything about this. Why don't you start by telling me what happened here? And that monster. What the hell was that?
I don't know any more than you do. All I know is that things are getting really screwy around here, and I got a weird feeling it's got something to do with me. Maybe you're just an innocent bystander, but I can't feel sorry for you because you dragged me into this. You know, if you hadn't found me...
What are you talking about? What's so special about you anyway?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so confused, would I? But I know there's something. Something I've been running from and forgot for a long time. How did I remember that?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Where are you going?
I'm taking the subway home.
What should I do?
Hell if I know.
I got no use for that place anymore. I'd rather get back home on the double. Douglas, detective his age? I don't know why he asks a teenager girl, what should I do? What kind of answer did he expect? Fruity Rogue. Eco Actions. And of course, growing strong and healthy. Minmo. Look at that chonker. Hazel Street. Concourse. Broken. Broken. Broken, broken. There's a newspaper left on top of the ticket machine. Fatal accidents at Hazel Street. At about 11 p.m. on the 4th, a man waiting on the platform at the Hazel Street station fell onto the tracks and was decapitated by the arriving St. Renata College-bound train. The victim died instantly. While police have not yet determined whether the death was an accident or suicide, witnesses report that the victim did not look inebriated and seemed to jumped off the platform deliberately. The victim's identity is still unknown. He was approximately 40 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall, and was wearing a black jacket. The newspaper is 4 months old. What's he doing here now? So if you read this newspaper, you will find another newspaper that you can read. It's kind of similar to Mechanic in Silent Hill 1, where you can't read some stuff if you haven't read the stuff prior to that. But you don't have to read this, and you can totally skip it or miss out on it. But something cool happens if you do read it. Look how much detail is in this booth here. The radio, the books, posters, small TV. So much detail. Photos, and you can't ever go in that booth. I love it. Subway map. That's not really a sound you want to hear when you are alone in the subway station. Let's go here. Chains holding the doors together are secured with bolt and nut. The nut is screwed on tight. Can't turn it with my hands. Minmo. Got a nutcracker. Path is blocked with trash. Can't go through here. Path is blocked with trash. Is somebody sleeping here? A dead body. Can't really do anything for the poor guy. Before I use the thing on nut and bolt, I'm gonna explore some more. Boom. heals. Ah, there we go. This is the second part of that newspaper story that spawns if you read the first part. I read this a long time ago. It's nothing like Occult Magazine, seemed like a bunch of crap to me. It's not so bad if you just read it for fun though. The souls of those who died suddenly by suicide or accident don't realize they're dead. Sometimes they stay put and haunt the particular place. These spirits have lost their human senses and memories and can only keep replaying the pain and sadness of the moment they died. The pain can get so bad that they turn to humans for salvation, or they begrudge humans their lives. At such times, they can possess humans. Places known as famous suicide spots or high accident areas are often to blame. You should be careful when approaching such locations, especially on the day or at the time the death occurred. That is, if you don't want it to happen to you too. So after reading that, and you get here, that's it. This cutscene happens only if you read those two papers. If you climb up, there's no train. There's nothing. Nobody here. Really cool stuff. Okay, now I can go this way. Boom. Use the nutcracker. One thing I didn't mention is that you can equip your supplies and then use them without opening your inventory. It's a gift-wrapped box. Could it be a birthday present? No, I guess not. Nobody I know would give me something this gross. But I'll take it anyway. Should come in handy against the monsters. So this isn't the first time the birthday is mentioned. It will get mentioned later. And it also reminds me of Terminator 2. I guess somebody left it here by mistake. But who would do that? Shotgun shells. And then this big guy spawns. Look at this chonker. There are step ladders, wheelbarrows, and other stuff blocking the way. Broken. Oh, I died! This is why I love showing the first death scene and then this one, because this one makes you think that you haven't made it and that the train is about to get you. It's unlocked. There's newspaper on the floor, nothing but garbage. You can actually check the back of the train. And even jump off. And that's it. The god won't be born now. That symbol's drawn on the floor. I hope I don't get cursed just by stepping on it. Now what's cool is that if you go to the next train and you go back, there's nothing in the back anymore. And the same thing again. Don't worry about me. Keep sleeping. Doors are shut tightly. Can't pull them apart either. If you check the front door, this must be the first car. Can't see the next car through the frosted window. All I see is the track. Wait a minute. There's no place for the conductor? So how does it run? Or did the car before it already go on ahead? I didn't hear or feel if it did. Anyway, it's obviously pointless to stay on the train any longer. Dragon. Some graffiti on the wall. It's so dirty I can't read it. Never mind. That old pattern's painted in here among the graffiti. Looks like it was just put here too. But by whom? And why does my head... Unknown station. This part here is cool on a New Game Plus. All of these walls become bloody, and if you stay here for longer, you take some damage over time. Broken. Got underpass map. There's a toolbox here, but there's nothing really useful inside. Got a mole. The side of the locker is badly bent, as if something hit it very hard. As a result, it's impossible to open. There's blood seeping out of the bottom of the locker. Is there something inside? I sort of want to take a look, but the locker door won't open. Ah, it's better that way. It's not as if there's anything good in there. Helmets. Should I take them with me? Nah, never mind. It's pretty geeky looking. So Heather doesn't want any geeky protection. There's nothing useful on the shelf. Let's see that maul. Like a big round pointy hammer. Super heavy, but at least it's got some oomph. There's nothing back there to the right, so gonna go this way. Wine in a place like this? Well, I suppose it's dark and dry. Only one of the bottles is empty. Got wine bottle. There's empty wine rack here. Who would ever... Carrying more of these bottles would just slow me down. Dad and I don't drink wine anyway. That's cool. That's cool. Machine control room. The hall is full of dirty water. Can't go down there like that. There's a hoist here, but how do I get it to work? This might be the fuel tank. There's nothing in it though. And I need to go get some fuel. There's some kerosene left in the heater, looks like. If I had some sort of container, I could take it with me. But luckily I have a wine bottle. Oil-filled bottle. What kind of machine is this? Looks like it doesn't work anymore. Something scribbled all over the blackboard. But it's faded and hard to read. Doesn't look important anyway. Locker filled with junk. No, it's not junk. Looks like somebody's stuff. I love how she caught herself there. It is junk for her, but for somebody else it might not be junk. It's stuff that belongs to someone. What kind of machine is this? Looks like it doesn't work anymore. I don't think there's anything here. This is just a bait. Yeah. Some rooms in the game just don't have anything. Put kerosene in the fuel tank. Looks like a hoist on-off switch. Thanks to that thing, all the water finally drained out of the hole. Looks like I'll be able to get down there now. If I can stand the smell, that is. This must be where the water gets drained out. There's a new monster in the water. The game is foreshadowing it. He's called the Slurper. And the Slurper resembles a creature called Kikai, which is a mythic monster created from childbirth. And that monster tries to get back into its mother's womb and then eat her out alive from inside. And it fits this game's theme so nice. I'm just wasting my time looking around here. I better get going. Even so, it really stinks. It's going straight from my nose to my head. That's a lot of garbage. Where the hell did all of it come from? I guess this is all the stuff that gets tossed out into the sewers. I'm wasting my time looking around here. I better get going. Got a dryer. Broken clock. This is from the sewer too? A wheelchair. Why would a wheelchair be thrown out here? Now that slurper is gone. A lot of documents on the floor, some kind of paperwork. According to this, the two people mentioned in the documents, Jose and Jaime, are dead. Looks like it happened on the job. Something written on the notebook. There's a monster in the water. The bastards killed two of my buddies. I should have never doubted that old urban legend about alligators in the sewers. That was no myth. But no one believes me. They were drunk and slipped. We're not that damn stupid. Even calling it a monster isn't quite right. This is something else. All I know is something's in there. I'm going in now to beat that thing's head in. If you find this note, consider it my will. Revenge is futile, or so you may think, reading this. But Jose and Jaime were my best buddies. Wish I knew how to do the deed. Guns won't work underwater. Even my famous knife work won't do much. If only I had a hand grenade. Documents on the floor. Nothing to do with me, but they've got today's date on them. That's weird. There's a panel, caution on the floor. And on the door, you can see a little spot where panel is missing, which is really cool. Danger, keep out. This was probably pasted on that door there. I can see where it fell off. So that's a really cool detail. Is this security monitor? Can't see anything, must be broken. There's a lot of blood here. And if you try to walk over this, so this scene is in parallel with the tentacle scene from Silent Hill 1. The tentacle from the fridge that gets hairy. One funny thing you can do here is jump in the water. And you can see Heather planking in the water. There's an outlet here. Dryer. Found it in a sort of garbage dump. Still looks usable. And there's the tentacle. Or whatever it is. Now, at this spot on the New Game Plus, you can throw in the water your steel pipe, and a fairy will appear. And the fairy will ask you, is this silver pipe the pipe you dropped? If you say no, the fairy will take out golden pipe and ask you, is this golden pipe the one you dropped? And if you say no, she will ask, is this steel pipe the one you dropped? And if you say yes, if you're honest the whole time, she will give you all 3 pipes. The steel, the golden, and the silver one. And that is a reference to a Greek fairy tale called Honest Woodcutter, where a woodcutter dropped his axe in the lake, a fairy appeared and asked him, is this silver axe the one you dropped? Is this golden axe the one you dropped? He was honest the whole time, and in the end, she granted him all 3 axes. There's some complicated machine here. It's not on or anything. I'll leave it alone. The drum is in the way. There's something inside. Doubt I can move it. Can't get in. There's an iron grate blocking the way. There's nothing in the drum can. Forget about that. Cardboard box doesn't have anything useful in it. Broken. There are bags of cement or something piled under the stairs. I don't particularly feel like lugging these heavy things around. I doubt I can use them anyway. Love the ambient sounds. Broken. There are paint cans in the box. I guess you'd use it on the walls. I don't need it, that's for sure. Electricity is off, the elevator won't work. Broken. The third level ceiling has crumbled. For safety's sake, entry is forbidden. The fourth level floor has crumbled. For safety's sake, entry is forbidden. Love the ambient sounds. It's a toilet. I thought this building was still under construction, but looks like this has been used. It's plain old wash basin, nothing special about it. Maybe Claudia used that toilet. Hey, look, it's butter cakes. Lots of empty bottles and cans. Looks like somebody was living here. The wall color looks a little different here, and the material is different too. It might break if it's hit hard enough. So in Metal Gear Solid 1, you would find walls like this, and you would blow them up with C4. I got silencer. And in one old strategy guides, whoever wrote it thought that this was an reference to Metal Gear Solid, and that the person inside the wall wearing yellow whatever it is Solid Snake. And if you examine this, I can see legs through the broken part of the wall. I hope those are just mannequin legs, but I guess I'm not that lucky. Just like the Black Cat. I wish I hadn't seen that. And the Black Cat is a story by Edgar Allan Poe, where a man accidentally kills his wife and hides her corpse in the wall. There's a little home made up of the cardboard boxes and old blankets. I guess a squatter was living here. Filthy mattress. Will you drop it into the hole? Some rubble from the broken ceiling. Could be dangerous if I'm not careful. Broken. The tabletop is covered with papers. I don't see any info that might come in handy though. It's a mannequin catalog. I guess this is the reception area for the mannequin company. Thermal carafe. There's nothing inside. Broken. Broken. I'll be back. Broken. This is cool. Check this out. This is the only mannequin with a head. There's something weird about the headless ones. Like, they can still see me or something. Ew. Cardboard box is filled with arms and legs for mannequins. Mannequin with no head or legs. I know it's just an inanimate object, but I'm still a little nervous. Afraid, maybe. That sounded like Heather's scream. This is blood. Well, no more mannequins with heads. Monica's dance studio. There's nothing here. This is just a bait. Lots of papers, but none of them are important to me. The desk is cluttered up. Doesn't look like there's anything I'm interested in. Got a map. The drawer is open, just a smidge. Must be rusted or something. I can't pull it out any further. Desk is cluttered up. Nothing interesting. Broken. Nothing of interest in the locker. There are photos hung here. Maybe the locker's owner's lover. Some magazines here, nothing really important. One of them I've already read, and the other just doesn't interest me. plenty of stuff behind the stairs, but it's all junk. Broken. I push the button, but the elevator won't come. Is it broken or something? Same here. KMN Auto Parts. It's locked. Broken. Gallery of Fine Arts. Its title is Repressor of Memories. Something that Heather has. Repressed Memories of Alessa. What the hell kind of title is that? I don't get this picture at all. You will, you will. There's a guest registration notebook on the reception desk. I think I can ignore it for now. Ceramic pot, not really my style. It's too big to use as a vase. Now this is a calm, relaxing picture. Mountain, nice and simple. There's a price written here, let's see. 5,000? Man, what a world. Looks like there was a picture here before, only the caption's still around. Flame purifies all. Flame, eh? Well, I don't know what kind of picture used to be here, but I'm not too fond of fire. It's scary somehow. That's because Alessa got really badly burnt in Silent Hill 1, or events prior to Silent Hill 1. She was heavily burnt during the impregnation ritual. Got the katana. It's katana, but I don't need another one of those. I think one is plenty. Too much stuff will just slow me down. It's a short katana, about 2 feet long, pretty powerful and easy to handle. This flathead screwdriver was in the corner of the hallway. Totally ordinary. Broken. Hello. Unlocked. The phone doesn't work. What could be wrong with it? Heal. There are some papers in these shelves, but that's it. Nothing useful. KMN Auto Parts. Poster for the company. Got the jack. Just a bunch of serious looking papers on this desk. I don't need to take any with me. Broken. Broken. And that's it. I can go down. I got a rope. The elevator's doors are open a little. The space is too narrow to be of any use though. You use this to raise a car when you need to change a tire or something. The door downstairs looks open too. No way can I get down there like this. How about some rope? This was in a drawer at the office. Looks sturdy and well used. I used the rope. Will you go downstairs? Yes. That old familiar pattern is on a piece of paper stuck to the vending machine. Who the hell put it there? It's not like it's the latest fad or anything, right? Surely. Broken. Echo. Look at this. Door very similar to the one in Silent Hill 1. Green Ridge. Mental Health Clinic. Broken. Broken. Is this the reception area? There are catalogs scattered around. It's just a bed. Nobody's hiding under the covers. Doesn't look like there's anything important around here. Beef jerky. Dog figurine. Looks real enough to bite. We will see these same model of dogs in Silent Hill 4. Sofa here. It's really beaten up. Lamp hoods and flower vases. I don't need either. Underneath the covers are more display items. No time to be worrying about this. It's cracked flower vase. Is this supposed to be for sale too? Display of door handles. Nothing very interesting. Just for display. Can't really be used. Bathtub display. There's a dark red stain on the bottom. Unlocked.
I knew it.
It's being invaded by the other world, by a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life.
Oh no, not again. Did she do this too?
So, this photo here is called Alessa's Shrieking Insanity. And it represents Alessa losing her mind, being trapped with a god for like 17 years. So she's slowly losing her sanity over all that time. And this photo reminds me a lot of, let me show you, Marilyn Monroe's photo. They are so similar. The Alessa photo is just more CGI, more 3D model. Okay, let's move on. More knocking. Handgun bullets. The mummy-like thing in the wheelchair is just a doll. Or is it? Something about it makes me uneasy. Why, I wonder? And why is there a wheelchair in the building? Or a doll, for that matter? You're not gonna comment on this, Heather? There's a creature that we see throughout the game. The first time we saw him was in the elevator after the Claudia scene. That creature is called Valtiel, and he is Attendant of God. It kind of represents Pyramid Head based on the clothing, the executioner clothing. And he kind of looks like this guy. So that guy, Valtiel, he watches over Heather because he's just waiting to bring the god into this world whenever Heather is ready to give birth. And there's the Slurper. I don't know what kind of plant this is, but it's withering away. Poor thing. There's something here. Find the Holy One. Kill her? That's me. Who could have taken this photo? That's really creepy. Locked.
Heather. That's what you're called now, isn't it?
And who are you?
The name's Vincent. Don't forget it, okay? I'm on your side.
So you say. But how do I know you're not with her?
Her? You mean Claudia? Please don't lump me together with her. She was totally brainwashed by that crazy old hag. Well, I guess crazy old hag is a bit harsh. She is your mother, after all.
My mother? What do you mean?
You don't remember? Ah, so Harry didn't tell you anything. I guess he hid the truth to keep you on his side, eh? That figures. He's a pretty sneaky guy.
Don't talk about my dad like that!
Sorry. I apologize. Please, calm down.
How do you know my father anyway?
I know everything. I know about your past, too.
Then tell me what's going on.
You don't know even that?
That's why I'm asking. If you know everything, then tell me how I can put an end to this.
Not yet. Why not enjoy yourself a bit longer?
Enjoy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Does this place get to you at all?
Oh, it gets to me all right. I find it most fascinating. Wait! I'm not finished talking!
I knew you were on her side.
How do you figure?
There's something wrong with you, too.
Man, this game came out in 2003. I feel like this is a best PlayStation 2 looking game. It looks so good even today. The acting, the facial expressions, it's just so good. I love it. Now, Vincent, he's a bit of a parallel to Kaufman because he works with a cult, but he doesn't actually believe in the cult stuff. In fact, he's in the cult mainly for money, just like Kaufman. And when Heather slams on the door and gets mad, he gets really scared because he knows that the god inside of her feeds on the negative emotions. And he doesn't want this god to be born because he enjoys the world the way it is. He just wants the pleasures of this world. He doesn't want the god to take over and change it all. Let's see, I got Oxidol. You use this to disinfect cuts and stuff. It foams when you put it on. There's nothing worthwhile on the desk. And again, back in the day, Konami really tried to hide that this is a sequel to Silent Hill 1. So the players who played this for the first time and they heard the name Harry in this cutscene, they were like, oh. It's unlocked. Let's see. First floor. Book's lying here. It looks like a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a monster living at the gates of a village. It was a very scary and very bad monster. It would catch people and crunch them up with its big teeth. The villagers were afraid of the monster and no one would dare to approach the gates. Everyone was stuck inside the village. When the king heard about this, he summoned his knights. The knights eagerly rode out to defeat the monster. Ha! Take that! Their swords slashed and their spears flashed, but the monster wouldn't die. The monster tossed the knights into its mouth one by one, horses and all. What was the king to do? He fretted and fussed and paced the floor, but couldn't think of no solution. Soon after, the village priestess came to the castle. She was a very kind and good person. The king asked her to defeat the monster guarding the gates. The book's torn, the rest is missing. I remember reading this long time ago. I think I borrowed it from someone. I don't remember how it ended though. Didn't I read the story through to the end? Is this the monster from that book? If it is, and I don't watch myself, it'll gobble me up in no time. I can't tell where its mouth is though. What the hell? I don't want to get too close, but I don't think it will attack me now. Why not? All bark and no bite? Anyhow, it's in the way. I can't get past it. And it's the ground floor too. This ought to be the exit. What a pain. Broken. Locked. Broken. Is this register broken? There's money scattered all over. The register and the cash aren't of much use to me right now. There are cigarette butts all over the counter. Pretty yucky, but otherwise not worthy of mention. For some reason, the only thing in the fridge is liver. I hope it's not rotten. I got pork liver. This was in the cafe's fridge. Gotta do something with it before it goes bad. Look at those syringes on the table. She doesn't want to comment. Meanwhile, James in Silent Hill 2 Remake would get them and stick them in his arm right away. Broken. Okay, let's go up. I was here. Three, no. 4. Bulletin boards fallen down here. There's nothing useful written on it. It's locked. It's locked. Let's see, floor 5. Broken. Look at this guy. I'm gonna give you some beef. Here you go. Look how he eats it. Look at that. Love it. I got a matchbook. No more cigarettes for me. I quit for good. So, she's 17 years old. She was smoking and she quit. That one line tells us a bit about her, which is really cool. And about her character. Broken. Broken. So this wheelchair. Hold up. I'm gonna try to show this. Here we go, don't eat me. But I'm gonna pause here. Look at that wheelchair. So, this is very similar to a scene in a movie called Session 9. There's the photo from Session 9. And there's the wheelchair in the game. But the thing is, this has nothing to do with the movie Session 9. The developers have clarified that it's just a pure coincidence. They just thought this looks cool. And this is more of a reference to all the wheelchairs you find in Silent Hill 1 and 3, because they used wheelchairs to transport Alessa when she was heavily burnt because of the impregnation ritual. So it's just a coincidence. Broken. There's a caption under the picture. Flame purifies all. By these remains may a person find the road to paradise. I've seen this picture before. No, wait. I've never seen it, but I know it somehow. That's Alessa on the photo. Again, being burned for the impregnation ritual. And you know how there was repressed memory painting here? This is the repressed memory right here. Broken. Broken. So, combine oxidol with pork liver and matches. Another Alessa's shrieking insanity photo. What might this be? The rest of that fairy tale I read earlier? The priestess accepted the king's request and went to the village gates. But when she saw the monsters, she tried to convince it with words instead of killing it. Shut up, you! I'm going to eat you up. The monster didn't listen to the word the priestess said, but she kept trying to convince the monster to give up. It's wrong to eat people, you know. The monster grew very angry at this and attacked her, killing her with a single mighty blow. More Slurpees. Don't attack. Hold on, I'll feed you. Bro, I fed you. What do you mean? Here you go, another one. If you take a look, closer look, there is one slurper under the bed. He will attack you as soon as you take the item, or you can lure him out with some beef. But man, I love that eating animation. Look at that. Broken. Got a silver coin. The lamp shining on some old silver coins. I know I've seen these before. I got one earlier, so I shouldn't really take any more. I mean, I'm no thief. I might act like one now and then, though. I love this line. I don't need any more coins. She's not a thief, but she might take some stuff now and then. Love it. There's something written on the wall. Thus one's life turns to riches. What was a bag of silver coins? Now the number in a book. Yet fate hath no price. Ah, but do people know this? And look on the wall, how they spelled coins. Silver, scions, kions. Just a plain old vending machine. This one is selling canned drinks. Come to think of it, I'm kinda thirsty. I'd feel weird drinking anything sold in a place like this though. But you still want it, so... About the size of a quarter. I get the feeling it's really old. I got a life insurance key, which is exactly what this text was talking about. Love the music. Okay. Let's see. 1. I use the life insurance key. Broken. Broken. Listen to that guy eating. Listen to that. Love it. So in the middle of this room, there's like a bottomless pit with these tables coming out of it. We've seen quite a few until now. The end of that fairy tale. The king and the people shed tears at the death of the kind priestess. God took pity upon them, and granting their wishes, healed the priestess. The priestess opened her eyes, just as she had done every morning of her life. She went once more to Monster's lair. Fool! You wish to die again? No. This time it's your turn. The priestess had come to defeat the monster once and for all. As the priestess was very, very kind, she felt sad about this task, but it had to be done. Swords and spears won't work, arrows and bullets will just bounce off. You can't kill me, the monster laughed. But the priestess used neither swords nor spears. She chanted but a single spell. Tu fui ego eris. Do you know what happened then? The monster let out a huge cry, and then died and vanished. Thus the villagers were able to use their gates once more. Everyone lavished their gratitude upon the priestess, and they all lived happily ever after.
Tu fui ego eris. Weird writing. What was that?
Tu fui ego eris means, as you are, I was. As I am, so you shall be. It refers to inevitability of death. And it's actually written on some crypts in real life, like in Rome, Italy, I think also Czech Republic, which is really interesting. And it's kinda meant for people to reflect that death is inevitable. And we're out. Last Drop Cafe. My apartment's the other way. But what's this thing blocking the path? Am I still living that nightmare? So close to my home? My home. My dad. Is he okay? I'm sure he is. He must be. Ooh, another door, similar to the one in Silent Hill 1. Really cool. Path is blocked. Daisy Villa Apartments. So look at this. Room 102. That's not my place. What do you mean? Daisy Villa Apartment 102. So I wonder, why is it like this? Maybe Harry did some switcheroo, some switching, because the cult kept looking out for Alessa and he was trying to hide well, or something that developers did. I don't know whose stuff this is, but I think I'll leave it alone. None of it is really can help me out right now. A little bit of bad text here. None of it is really can help me out right now. Not my place. Not my place. What's this doing here? That really pisses me off. It's like having someone spit on your sacred place. Looking at it makes my head hurt. What does it mean? But this is my place. Why should I leave the apartment? The mailbox is empty. So, on the New Game Plus, Here you can get a Easter egg for Silent Hill 2, where Heather says something like, "It's not like I'm expecting a letter from a dead wife." But unfortunately, that's only on New Game Plus. I don't need to use the elevator. My apartment is number 102 on the ground floor. This is the stairway. I don't need that. And there's the 102. Before I go there, I don't know whose stuff this is, but I think I'll leave it alone. Not my place. And now we get a huge revelation about who Heather actually is.
Dad, I'm home. Listen, something really crazy's going on. I think we should... Dad? Dad?
No! No! Did you do this?
You're late.
But why? Why?
Revenge for 17 years ago, for one thing. If not for him, our dream would have come true. And then he took you away from us.
I'll get you for this!
There is another reason. To fill your heart with hatred. It must be this way. One day you'll understand why.
No, I'll never understand!
You must try to remember me, and your true self as well. You will birth a god, and build an eternal paradise. He's the one who killed your father. I merely gave the order. So, what will you do? I'll be waiting where all begins. In the town of Silent Hill.
don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything.
I'm fine, so just get out of here and leave me alone already!
Calm down.
Calm down? How am I supposed to do that? My father is dead! He's murdered! Get out! This is all your fault! If it weren't for you,
I'm sorry.
then go!
If it'll make you feel better, I will. Is he okay like this?
What else can I do? There's no one here to give him a decent burial. I'm sorry, Dad.
What do you do now?
I'm going to Silent Hill.
What's in Silent Hill?
I don't know.
Do you think it's safe?
Of course it isn't. I don't know what kind of hell is waiting for me there, but I've got no other choice. I don't care about God or paradise. If that's what she believes, then fine. But she won't get away with what she did. When I find her, I'll kill her myself.
Revenge doesn't solve anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I'm going to do.
How are you gonna get there?
None of your business.
I'll give you a ride.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, but it's too far to walk. Besides, I'm partly responsible for this. I'll bring the car around back. Come by when you're finished saying goodbye.
You know, you might die too.
That's fine. Nobody's gonna cry over my grave.
When I played this game for the first time, I felt just like Heather. I was mad and sad that they killed Harry. Like, you find out that the Harry, the guy from the first game, the main character that I really liked, is in this one. And you don't even get to talk to him, nothing. You just find him dead. I'll find that woman and make her pay. I promise I will. I wonder if my dad would be mad at me for thinking that way. This is the closet. Nothing odd about the TV or VCR. Dad's bookshelf. There's nothing unusual about it. I'll be back, Dad. I promise I'll come home soon. On this wall here, look. You can see a drawing of a bigger black-haired girl. representing Alessa. Smaller black-haired girl on the left being Cheryl, and a blonde girl on the right being Heather. Dad, why did you have to die? You told me you were the strongest man in the world. Liar. There's no reason to go back on the roof. That monster is dead now. Besides, Douglas is waiting outside. It's just the regular TV, there's nothing different about it. The way Harry was sitting in the chair is the same way you find James dead in the apartments in Silent Hill 2. Or the same pose he's in when he watches the videotape in the hotel in the Silent Hill 2. Can't reach anybody, not the police or the church. Another interesting little detail, she would call the church for her dad. Now that he's passed away, there's nothing to do in the kitchen. I'm not hungry at all. Who could eat something in a situation like this? On this wall, there used to be a photo that they removed because it looked a little bit uncanny. So let me show it. It's a photo of Heather from this game and CGI render of Harry from the first game. I think it's cool, but I mean, there's a bit of a difference in graphics. But I do think it's cool. Anenote. Morning always comes. It's corny, but true. But if your eyes are closed, it always feels like night. That's the hero's line from this movie. I always liked that line, but now it just seems stupid. Got a stun gun and a battery. This is my dresser. I don't need to change. I'll leave it alone. I don't remember exactly when, but I think I got this doll at the garage sale. I still like it, but there's nothing I can do with it right now. I'm exhausted, but I don't think I can sleep now. Besides, Douglas should be waiting for me outside. High voltage to zap the bad guys. It has to touch them though, so it's very short range. My worrywart dad gave this to me just in case. I don't usually carry it with me, cause it's bulky and gets in the way.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look for a guy named Leonard, and he gave me this map. What do you want to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Your father was holding it. started raining. Are you sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold? What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? It used to be a nice, quiet little town. But now,
You've been there?
once, on a missing persons case. Never did find him. But I'll tell you, that's one screwed up town. My line of work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong? Feeling sick?
My head's pounding like the worst hangover ever.
Maybe you're car sick.
No. I'm just trying to remember. My childhood. Something terrible happened in Silent Hill 17 years ago. A woman named Dahlia. She tried to summon the ancient god of the town. She offered up her very own daughter.
That's crazy.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god. You see, that girl had special powers.
Powers?
Her classmates called her a witch. She could make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, that god was killed by a single person. My father, Harry Mason. I guess it wasn't much of a god if it could be killed by a human being. But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of power in you too?
After the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms. Before she died, she gave the baby to my father. He loved me just like I was his very own daughter. Even though he didn't know who or what I was. It was so sudden. I never had a chance to tell you how happy you made me.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital. You got the map, right?
Yeah,
You gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid. I'm 50-something years old. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I still feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you're finished looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
That's the bathroom. I don't need to use it right now. I'm tired, but it's no time to sleep. I'm gonna head for the hospital. There's no point in turning on the TV. All I could watch is snow anyway. This has got to be a coincidence, but still, pretty weird. Who could have done this? One thing I'm a little bit nitpicky about this part of the game is that it takes place in South Vale. Not in Paleville, where Silent Hill 1 took place. I really wish we could have retraced Harry's footsteps, go to Alchemilla Hospital, the northern part of Silent Hill, but I understand why they did it this way. They had these assets ready from Silent Hill 2. And I guess they had to reuse them. But I really wish we followed in Harry's footsteps. I don't need to go there. That's the wrong place to be. Rosewater Park. I don't need to be here now. So there's not much you can do or explore. There's Pete's Ballorama. Door shut tight, won't open at all. This is where you find Pipe in Silent Hill 2. This is where you find Book of Lost Memories in New Game Plus in Silent Hill 2. Here to the right, there's a poster. Let me show it. I did show it in Silent Hill 2 run, but I'll show it again. There it is. Heaven's Night, the same place we visit in Silent Hill 2. Tourism pamphlet. I had forgotten it, but it's true. Silent Hill was originally a resort town. Welcome to Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Quiet little lakeside resort town. We're happy to have you. Take some time out of your busy schedules and enjoy a nice, restful vacation here. Row after row of quaint old houses, gorgeous mountain landscapes, and lake, which shows different sides of its beauty with the passing of the day from sunrise to late afternoons to sunset. Silent Hill will move you and fill you with feeling of deep peace. I hope your time here will be pleasant and your memories will last forever. Editor Roger Widmark. This is the exact same pamphlet you find in The Apartments of Silent Hill 2. And here is something really interesting. Look at this. It's a flyer from a club. Shows a woman with long black hair. The return of Lady Maria from 8 p.m. on the 27th. So this is how Maria actually looks. And it shows you that James and all of the posters that he saw were just part of his imagination. Let me show you this poster like this. There we go. That's how Maria actually looks. The real one. Broken. And that's it. Look at this guy. 2 blades up and down. Ready to spin. There he is. With that loud noise. Brookhaven Hospital. Now this is a fun place. Broken. Got the hospital map. There are a bunch of different types of medicine, but none of it looks useful. I guess I should just leave it all alone. There's nothing interesting on the shelf or scattered on the floor.